Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another Isekai anime first impression video. Welcome once again. It's going to be another one airing on Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll's releasing a lot of anime. Everyone is. High Dive and Crunchyroll. Anyways, this is going to be on the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. It's a long title. Isekais love to have them. This one is not an exception. So it's basically a isekai of an exorcist that exists in already a world where exorcism and magic kind of already exist. Not really magic, but spiritual control and stuff like that. So I guess demonology existed, and then he reincarnated in the world where magic exists. So mixed with that, he's kind of an OP character, really. So, anyways, before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have quite a bit today. In fact, I'll be recording about 5 videos just right now that I'm sitting down. So, quite a bit of first impression videos releasing today. I've already released some videos as well as more will be prepared for tomorrow. So I have about 2-3 days prepared of first impression videos. Crunchyroll released so many yesterday that I just have to keep up with them. So, anyways, check out my other social media in the description below, as well as don't forget to subscribe because a lot of you guys are watching but not subscribing. So please do subscribe. Okay, so the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. We follow basically a guy who was an exorcist in a world where demonology existed, and by this I mean that he can bring demons forth and use them as their strengths and for battle. And essentially, he was kind of betrayed by jealousy, and they used, I think, some of his younger proteges against him, and he basically died. Now he had an ace up his sleeve, and he basically it looks like he's the one that reincarnated himself into this new world. And in this new world, he is the third son of a noble family, and he is seen as basically trash. First, we find out that he doesn't show up in the magic um, what's it called, scale. So his brothers basically treat him like he's nothing. Now we see different stages of his life. I think at first he's 4, and then he's 7, then he's 10. And I think at the end of the episode he's 12. So throughout the whole episode we have different stages of his life, but we just see that his middle brother, his second oldest brother, uh, always is making fun of him, is always pushing on him, is always picking on him, because he doesn't have magic and because he's not going to be like them. The other thing we find out also throughout the episode is that he is a child of a mistress. So birthdays are not celebrated for him. No milestones are really celebrated with for him. He's really just there. He's being raised by his father, but the mother that he has is not really his mother, and it's just a very awkward situation, I guess, because he is basically a child of infidelity, and I don't know how common that is in that world, but it does look like everyone doesn't like him because of that as well. So, he really works his butt off as a little kid to make paper, and um, the whole question is why, and that's because as a exorcist, he's able to make these different demons and rituals through paper, and that's basically what he used in his other world. So he really works his butt off to make paper. He creates paper, and now he has the ability to create and bring forth demons. He brings forth one demon who he claims that she's very different looking. She's like, I want to like a 15-year-old looking demon, and he says, "You look a lot smaller and a lot, tamer." And she's like, "Yeah, you look a lot smaller too." um, and anyway, so he realizes that he can bring back his demons. He also finds a girl or a maid within the castle who he protects from his older brother, who can see spirits beyond what he can see. So she's definitely using her in the future. For his, I guess, whatever missions he ends up having. at the end of the episode, he does defeat this huge monster in front of everyone, embarrasses his second brother, and basically shows off the power that he's been hiding from everyone. And the big thing of that part is that he wanted to do it in a way where he is liked and not feared. Um, so yeah, in a nutshell, that was the first episode. Um, there is so much that happens because the timeline, like I said, he starts at 4, then 7, then 10, then 12. There's so many things going on at the same time. We hear that his brothers are being trained in magic, and they're being trained as being knights, and rumors are that he's going to be sent into war because the best thing that he can do of himself is basically be a soldier. So there's a lot of things going on in the background. Not really sure what direction they're taking the story yet, but it seems like he's gonna leave his house eventually with the maid. So, yeah. If I were to choose an isekai, especially the ones that I've seen so far, this is probably one of the top ones that I've seen. It's not very unique in itself, and I'll talk about other ones that I'll release in the next few days because I've already watched quite a bit of the isekais. Um, but this one, it just has a better flow of story as well as I guess the isekai genre kind of has already established that you can go different directions, and one of the main directions you can go is basically have an OP character, and um, I like him as an OP character just because he establishes his power in a way where I guess it benefits him the most because he had so many years to establish his power in his domain and he just really didn't. Because at the same time, this is an older guy in a little boy's body, right? So he's not acting like a little boy, which so many other series that's what happens is that you have a character reincarnated into a little boy and then they act like little boys and they're like you're not a little boy, right? So anyways, I know I liked it. I like it. I would probably watch it in the background. It's not one that probably would react to, but we'll see. For now, I'll give this one a 6.5 out of 10. I don't think it's going to be up there in the top fives of the season, but it is a decent one, like I said, to watch in the background. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can also follow me on social media. You guys can check out my Discord, and I'll see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.